Hey guys, what's up? It's PrinceDark. Now we're gonna go about the new update where there is the fish trophy, the fishing rod, and the trout's fury, which is a sword. Alright? And we're gonna compare things like the bait, the fishing rod, and the trophy. While we're at it, I'm gonna show you how I farmed my tickets from this event. Alright, let's start off with how I grind my tickets from this event. First of all, I went to my quest and I just completed it, this entire quest. By completing the quest, I would get 100 tickets, and catching 50 fish would get me 100, 10 would get me 40, and 5 would get me 10 tickets, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so I did this at first, and for the first 2 days, right after that, I went to the fisherman to get the fishing rod that cost 600 tickets. Then after that, I started grinding the leaderboard, which if you know, if you get a top 1 or 2 rank, you would get 10 tickets, and the rest would get 5 to 2 tickets depending on where you rank and how populated the servers are. All right, let's move on. Moving on. All right, moving on. We're gonna go to the bait. The old boosts like the orange honeycomb and apple candy, they no longer work. So we're gonna use the tier 1 bait that boosts your fishing speed by 15% and tier 2 bait that boosts by 25%. Now you're not gonna feel anything unless you use both of them, all right, at the same time. So I'm using them. They just make this fish faster to bite on the line, on the hook, whatever you want to call it. All right. Now I'm gonna compare the fishing rod. We have the wooden, the iron, and of course whatever, the lucky fishing rod. All right. So there is actually a difference between this 3 fishing rod. All right. Now you're gonna see the first difference that I notice is the controls. Like you see the fish zone and the red box. It's actually moving a lot faster right now. Meaning is I would actually have to spend like maybe 1 or 2 extra seconds just trying to get the fish. And right now I'm on a wooden fishing rod. It just moves and it's much harder to control compared to a lucky fishing rod. All right. Now I would think of this lucky fishing rod as a rapier. It gives a certain percentage over getting fish with higher rarity, and it's great. It's fantastic. I have been using it for this entire event, right? Now you're gonna look at the fishing box. Let's look at the box again and the fish zone. It's really moving slow. I mean, compared with what the wooden rod did for us, there is actually a large gap between these 2 rods. And like I would pick the lucky rod any day over the wooden one. It looks nice. I mean, I wouldn't mind some black detail in it because it's all golden right now. But hey, I'm not a fisherman. All right, next up, we're gonna go about the tickets, the items like the fish trophy, the lucky rod, and the trout's fury. Now you gotta understand the things from this event, they are not tradable. You can't put them in the trash. You can't put them in a chest. You can't even drop them. Like I'm trying to drop it right now. It just doesn't let go. It's like the fishing rod. Unlike the bait, I could just drop them easily. All right. Next up, we're gonna get a whole bunch of trophies, and we're gonna start comparing them with the old one. All right, I'm gonna start comparing them with the old one to see if there is actually any difference. between the last event and the current event. That would be interesting, right? Now looking at these two trophies side by side, they look almost identical. I mean, I really like the old trophy where you have, the fish that's golden, but the new one, the stars looks way better. All right, if we compare it, but it doesn't look like much have changed. The eyes are different. That's what I was told, and oh yeah, the new one has this wheel on it, which the old one doesn't. But besides that, they are more or less the same. I can't see a difference. Besides the new one being untradeable. But the question is, will this trophy, the new one, be more valuable compared to the old one because it's not tradable? And will it be tradable in like a few hours once the event ends? I think not, because like the things such as the crystal from the slime queen and the second year anniversary cake, it's still not tradable up till now, and that those events have passed like way long. All right, now I'm gonna go compare the weapons. All right, now let's see, I'm gonna compare the Trout's Fury with it's a light melee, so I'm gonna compare it with an iron sword. All right, an iron sword, a stone sword, a wooden sword, and let's see. I bring up my rapier for this, a ruby sword, and a rage blade. All right, we got a whole set here. We're just gonna see the difference in the damage that it can do, and we'll see if it's actually worth 200 tickets. All right, I'm gonna use let's see, I'm gonna use as a test subject. I'm gonna go to core, right? As a test subject. So I'm gonna summon the first one. Now I have a pretty high combat level. My light melee is 92 and my combat is 94. Combat is not important in this case, so I should be getting extra damages. Now I'm gonna try Trout's Fury first. So we're just gonna do 2 hits. Okay, the damage is at 25. Now I'm gonna go for the Stone Sword. The damage is at 33. So I guess we know who wins that. It's not like the Trout's Fury is going any faster compared to a Stone Sword. The damage is not high enough to to be like to brag about. So I guess it's just meh. It's just a meh weapon. But then again, it's fun to have because you can hit your friends with it. I mean, if you actually did any damage, that would be really funny. But it's still fun to hit your friends with it. Like, look at that. Look at that fish. It's a fish. And you get a fish smack. A fish smack. Oh, that's good. All right. I'm done with this. I'm not gonna grind this core to the end of its life. Let's see, we went about the fish trophy, the weapon, and how I did my event, as well as the fishing rod. Now, would I recommend you to get the fishing rod if you haven't already? Yes, I definitely would, because it's great. But if you don't want to, it's fine, because you might not like to fish. Because I know I didn't like to fish until this event pops up, and like I have a level 56 fishing now. It's hilarious, really. But yeah, that's that. Now, moving on. The new update will be coming shortly, and I'm looking forward to it. I'll be making a really quick video about it as soon as I can. It'll be great. It'll be something new, and you know what? Leave me a comment down below on what you would like to see next. All right, what you want me to work on, to post, to talk about. Now I've got plenty of messages that ask for my melon farm, and yes, I have heard it, I have seen it, I understand. I'll be working on it. That'll be the next video coming right up after this. Perhaps after the next update. Who knows? I might just be recording it right after this. Now this be my melon farm. It's just a quick view. This is my melon farm. Cheers. All right, I'm hopping out. The details are in the next video. You can catch it there. See you guys. Have fun. PrinceDark out.